Hey, this is Pete Morris, and you're listening to Two Crows, One Slit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That's completely out of context unless you listen to last week's episode. So there's a reason you should go back and listen to last week's episode because that just sounds strange. But joining us, Dave, I'm not even going to tell you. You have to go back and listen. Everybody has to. I'm not even going to go. You got to go back, man. The only way to find out is go back. But joining us this week, I'm so excited. We have Dave Forman back in person this time, and we have Michelle from Pittsburgh Foodie Girls.
Hey, guys.
We have the all food show. Well, all food segment at least. Yeah. I'm excited for this because there's no two people I'd rather speak to. Three people, including yourself, Cheech, than I'd rather talk about food with.
Hell yeah.
Now, we were talking with Jordan and Frank about our beers of the week earlier. But we have two beers for Dave and Michelle.
I'd like to hear theirs.
Michelle, I'm going to go to you first because you know how we do it with the ranking system and all of that. So I'm going to let you taste your beer, which is supposedly, one of the best in the world?
According to Wikipedia, Heady Topper from Vermont is one of the best beers in the world.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
I guess it's like a cult classic, and people seek it out. And I know that even when I bought it at the beer store in Washington, they were limiting supply. You can only buy so many at a time, and people were begging them to have more. So,
oh, wow. Does it say what style it is?
It's a ale, double IPA.
Oh, it's double IPA. Okay.
It's a double IPA, 8% alcohol. This is a 1-pinter. And there's a whole paragraph on the back about how you shouldn't pour it into a glass and how you should drink out of the can and how if you pour it out, then it releases all the hops and you might ruin the taste. So it's got a pretty can too.
Yeah, like we were saying in the first half, a lot of these have really awesome cans. This one, it's really metallic-y.
It's very shiny.
Yeah. And this is what, a Vermont one? It says
Vermont,
the Alchemist
from Stowe, Vermont, the Alchemists.
A lot of rules on the back.
I know there are lots of rules on the back.
Reminds me of that body wash that you buy. What's that? Dr. Verner's. You know, it's got the whole story, it's got the whole book.
And don't do this, and don't do
right,
that, and
don't
do
do
this.
that, yeah.
It's like a medication commercial. It's like you might die or get cirrhosis or whatever. Yeah.
Well, this one's like, don't pour it, don't mix it, drink from the can.
Yeah.
I don't like rules in my beer. Just let me drink it.
I guess you have to have the rules. If you pour it out, I guess there's some sediment in the bottom because it's not pasteurized.
Yeah. So I guess you have to drink it pretty quickly.
Right. So it's canned fresh, I guess, and they want you to drink it fresh, and that's why they don't want you to buy a whole bunch of it and stick it around, I guess. But this is definitely a double IPA. It's definitely very hoppy. When you give it a smell, it's definitely a little bit citrusy. You can smell orange in there. Is it my favorite? No, but I'm also not a fan of double IPA.
Yeah.
And because I just saw it.
Well, I was going to say double IPA for somebody who doesn't normally drink an IPA, that's like an abrupt change.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you this, and you can laugh at me. I just saw ale on here, so I just thought it was ale.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. It's kind of like an ale, yeah.
Until I looked it up, then I realized I'm not going to like this beer. But it's not terrible, but it's not my favorite. So I'm probably going to be doing a little bit gangster.
Oh, gangster. Okay. Dave, so the way that we have our system, we were telling them earlier, it's kind of like the Michelin Chef Star. Okay,
I love it, yeah.
So like even if you get one, it's really out of the world.
Yeah.
But Gangster is #1 Michelin Star, Out of Bounds 2, Shut the Front Doors 3, Flavor Town is the highest. Wow. So it does go down. So the lower it does,
like
the better it is. Yes. Okay. So. Michelle, I'm sorry, which one did you say?
I said gangster, but that's just me. I mean, someone who likes an IPA might really like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were just saying, you said it was one of the best in the world. Those are high praise to give yourself, but
exactly.
It's a bold move. Cheese, we're going to talk about your wine in a second.
Fuck yeah.
But Dave, what do you have this week?
I got gone for a session.
Yes.
It's pretty good. It's out of Wayne, PA.
Yeah.
I
think it's Noblestein.
Yeah, Indiana, PA. It's a normal style IPA. It's good. I'm not normally an IPA guy, but it's got a good, crisp, clean finish. I like it. It's very drinkable.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's maybe like a out of bounds 0.5.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
0.5.
0.5.
We're going to have to.
Out of the front door, I would say. Maybe out of the front door?
Out of the front door. It's on the sidewalk almost.
It's still in the walkway, still on the sidewalk, but it's within our fence.
Not
It's
quite
on the porch, man. But let's get the wine.
I'm drinking.
Let's get it back in the bag, man.
Yeah, no, I'm trying. I had to get some of the specifics because I know you like
that bag?
From Fine Wine and Good Spirits in Sewickley, Pennsylvania.
I like that they just went with fine wine. They didn't go with the finest wine, like the Alchemist
fine.
one.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
it's fine.
It's
Yeah,
all
fine
like,
wine.
It's all like
Yeah, but the
it's all
spirits,
pretty fine.
Yeah.
spirits are good.
Yeah.
They're not great spirits.
They're very okay.
It's just the okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
If you're okay with drinking Jim Beam like I am, then this is the place for you.
They're very self-aware there. They don't want to
They're
set the
like,
bar
you
too
know,
high.
We ain't that great,
Yeah.
but we're like not like a bodega on the corner. You know?
And that's too
You
wordy,
know?
so we go fine
You
wines
know?
and good
So
spirits.
fine wine and good
Yeah,
spirits.
man. Absolutely.
I'm drinking Sauvignon Blanc from Decoy. Comes in at 13.9% from Hopland, California.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty fucking good, dude. Flavor tag.
Flavor time.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
Flavor.
You know, for the price, yeah, it's pretty good.
For the prices, yeah.
I'll drink it again.
How much did you say that was for a bottle?
It was like 21 bucks.
Okay, so you probably
bottle.
sell that in a restaurant for around $80.
No, yeah, for real.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
No, for real. I feel like were we talking about this last week or no?
I don't think we were.
Okay, so like
The
there's
markup on wine and stuff.
Oh, it's ridiculous. But there's a bottle of wine that we carry, and I'm not gonna point it out or anything.
Yeah.
But like in our restaurant,
What's it rhyme with? Mecoy?
I'm not. No. We don't carry the Decoy. We don't carry Decoy. But no, it fucking shit is $13 a bottle, 12 and change bottle. And it's like we charge like $12, $13 a glass. And it's fucking hilarious.
You see that a lot. A lot of times the bottle is the glass price.
Wine is the biggest fucking scam.
But why do they pay for it though?
On
When
the
people come
face
in, they
of the
have to
planet.
know that if they're gonna get a glass of wine, they would
it's
hopefully
there.
would know.
Yeah, it's there.
It's the stigma around wine. You, if you're drinking wine, you expect to pay money, no matter what it is.
Dave, are you a wine guy?
I am a wine guy. I love wine, and I'll buy it. I'll go on vacation, get a glass, have it with dinner, and then when I go home, get a bottle, at the fine wine.
Experience, yeah, hell
Absolutely,
yeah.
and then drink it and enjoy it. Actually, no, I won't drink it. I'll put it on my shelf and I'll stare at it for the rest of my life.
Are you a red or a white guy?
I like both.
Yeah?
I like really sweet Kool-Aid-y, like Gewürztraminers.
Oh, okay.
And
A
then
nice
I
crisp
also
one,
like really
yeah.
crisp, like oaky
Chardonnay or something, yeah.
Syrahs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. But
I
yeah,
just started drinking wine recently. I taught a cooking class at Sweetwater Academy over in Swickley a few weeks ago. But, needless to say, it was in Swickley, and I taught, a handful of, older ladies, which I had a great time with, but all they wanted to drink was wine. So I started drinking wine with the old ladies, and I haven't fucking stopped since. It's been a great fucking change.
Cheech just started crocheting.
Oh, wow.
He started baking more.
Eating dinner at 4:30.
My whole problem was that, I was drinking whiskey the way that I would drink a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And
In a
then
stemless wine glass.
I'd wake up the next day and be like, what the fuck happened? Holy fucking shit. Put down a bottle of fucking Jim Beam last night. But now...
This is what he's saying to himself when he wakes
Now
up.
I feel like... Yes. Yeah, thank you for clarifying. But now I feel normal when I wake up, I don't feel like
It's the
such
grapes.
a... Yeah, it's
the
fucking
fruit.
wonderful.
I like the wine buzz more than any other alcohol.
Yeah.
the wine buzz.
Yeah.
But if it's too sweet, like, you
Oh, well, yeah.
gotta-
then you gotta have it.
Yeah, I
You
get
gotta
the worst.
get
I
out
get
of
the
there,
worst hangover
yeah.
from wine. It's the
Oh,
worst.
you do get the worst, but I also you ride the lightning.
I don't
like
know.
that.
I did, and then I started spending like a little bit more money on wine, like not much, but a little bit more, and the headaches went away
Those
because,
sulfites, Makes a
you're
difference.
buying decent wine.
I think at
Never go
least
back.
at
No,
least
no, you never go back.
in the restaurant where I work, we try to
true. I'll go back to a cheap bottle of wine any day.
we have one of the we used to have one of the better wine cellars in Pennsylvania, and anymore. I mean, it's still pretty decent, but I feel like a lot of people when they buy wine, the way they react to it completely depends on who they're with.
Oh, yeah.
It's it's all a show for whoever they're with. And you can kind of tell because we'll sell it by the glass or whatever. Whenever, rarely people will turn it away because we do get quality wine, by the glass, something that's your bang for your buck. But when they turn it away, they're going to turn it away beforehand. So it's the worst kind of people that do that. But I agree. If you get a nice wine that pairs with a dinner, it can make it that much better. But there are people that are just I want to be seen with this and I want to do that. That's why it cheats. You put it in the brown bag. You know?
Yeah, I don't give a shit what people think. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to drink it because I like it.
Now, what you made a seafood dish or what did you make? No, you said you made gnocchi.
Oh, at the cooking class?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What was
made
the sauce with that?
It was a lemon basil cream.
Okay, you go with white. Yeah.
With a chart. A lot of people brought. I told people to just bring.
It seems like
white,
a Chardonnay class.
but people brought a lot of Chardonnay.
So it's a bring your own bottle.
At the time, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's potential.
It's bedtime, man.
It's potential spam.
It's 7:20, man.
Just hung up on him. Don't worry. Are we still good?
Oh, yeah, no, we're still
gonna
good.
take a lot.
Wait, could you have answered the phone on there?
Yeah, I could have talked.
Next time that happens, we're going live. We're just just let them know they're on a recorded line and we're good to
I could
go.
have talked to him right away.
I want to do that sometime when somebody calls me and they're like, "You're on a recorded line." I want to be like, "You are
You're
also on a recorded line."
bitch.
Yeah, I record all my lines, so just so you know.
But yeah, it was a BYOB thing. I wasn't bringing any wine for everybody. I brought 2 bottles because like I felt like everybody should have a glass as soon as they walked in.
Yeah.
So I did that. But then beyond that, like, nah, BYOB. I ain't paying for your shit. Sorry.
I bet you they loved you that much more starting with that. That's a good way to start.
I mean,
man.
I didn't tell them that, but they all brought their own wine. Yeah, no, they did love it. It's all
The
great.
entire reason is not for the cooking class. The entire reason is to get away from their family and to drink for 2 hours.
And that's exactly what the fuck
there
we
you go.
did. Fuck yeah, it was
Done.
great. Yeah, no,
He
it was
still
a
has
good
old
time.
women. That's probably one of those ladies from class. Just calling up, hey, got your wine?
I'd be like, I'd be home in like an hour and a half. I moved to Swickley. You don't have to drive to Beaver Falls anymore.
It's right in the neighborhood now. Cheech.
Right down the street.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk to Michelle a little bit.
Yep.
About her food. Now we're looking forward. You were talking to us. Was it last month? You were talking about Monterey Bay.
Yeah, so November for me is a lot of birthdays and celebrations.
Yeah.
And so, we don't usually go to more expensive dinner, but we did splurge for a birthday last weekend, and we went up to Monterey Bay, and we were planning on that in advance, and we had a really, really nice experience. So I brought in some pictures to show everybody. First of all, you would go into Monterey Bay, and you want to have a window seat. There's not a bad seat in that whole house, but because I'm kind of geeky, I made that 4:30 p.m. dinner reservation.
Yeah.
So we were the first people that walked in the door. So we got the number 1 table choice.
Yeah.
So we picked that one right on the corner that looks over both sides. There it is. So you can see downtown. If you span over to the left, you can still see Acrisure Stadium. You can see PNC Park. And it's a beautiful view. It almost looks like a postcard. And
4:30 dinner sounds normal for you, right, Cheech?
Yeah,
Maybe a little late.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, no,
Like 3 p.m.
Definitely a little late. And I think what she was referring to is Heinzfeld. To anybody who's
Hey, I'm
wondering what
trying.
this Acrisure thing is,
I'm just trying.
It's Heinzfeld.
The
Heinzfeld.
Heinz Acrisure Field. Or Acrisure Heinzfield. But yeah, so we had the best table. That's our view from our table there.
So you took that from your seat.
I took that
That's
from my seat.
incredible.
Yep. I just held it up against the glass.
The thing that I'm most impressed with is that the glass is that clean. And
Right?
like,
That's
it
all
shouldn't
that.
be,
There
but
you
like,
go. There you
I
go.
don't see fingerprints on it. I'm like, wow, that's incredible.
There was nothing. I mean, and that's not really edited. So it was a really nice view, and it was a really nice night. I think there was a pit game that night, so fireworks kept going off. So I'm assuming they were doing well that night.
Doesn't sound like Pittsburgh with fireworks for no reason.
Maybe they were sitting on fireworks.
Oh no, the
I know.
Buccos shoot off fireworks every other
Hey,
Friday.
They do that for wins, though, don't they? Oh,
no, they just do it.
Oh, okay.
It's
I was
not
gonna
just
say.
for wins. They just do it.
I
Yeah.
was wondering why there was more than
No,
10.
if they hired Zambellis, it's going off that night, no matter what.
We'd like to thank the fireworks
After the
for
Clarks, you got Zambelli, man.
We think the fireworks were for us, so it was all good.
I love people love fire. I love fireworks too,
I
but
love
that's
fireworks.
that is such an awesome view. And even that time of the day, like it's just as good. You go in early. You don't have to wait as much. You don't have to be around annoying people as much. Well, there's some annoying people, I'm sure, but like it's not as crowded. You get in, you can get your drink, get your appetizer, and you know.
It came in behind us. They do have a nice lounge there and a bar. So if you do get there a little
Yes.
bit early, and they have a really nice view from there as well, and tables that are first come first serve. So if you want to sit in the lounge and have a drink or go for date night, you don't actually have to have a
Now
dinner.
they have tables down, so it's like at a lower level where the lounge
Right,
is.
it's a double level. So there's one level down, and then there's a lounge down there with some seating, and there's a bar.
Yeah.
And then there's main dining room, which is right above it.
Now, I had dinner in that little lounge area, but there was like a table there. It's really nice down in that area, too. It's
is.
just as nice. I had it in the dining room as well on a different time. I kind of like the lounge a little bit more. It's a little bit darker. I mean, it depends what you're there for. Like, I didn't have as nice of a view for sure, but it was a nice little calm, intimate setting. I mean, I've never had a bad meal there the few times I've been there.
Yeah, I've never had a bad meal there. And we had a really nice, like I said, we had a really nice experience. But I'll show some pictures of the food that we had.
Sure. I have the calamari first. It looks like calamari.
Yeah, so how can you pass up calamari, right? So if there's calamari on a menu at a place like that, then I'm definitely going to order it. So this one was just lightly fried. had a nice lemon aioli dipping sauce that we dipped everything else on the table in as well. Yeah. So when the bread came, we dipped that in there. And whenever the napkin came, it was leftovers. We were just like spooning that in our mouth because it was just so amazingly delicious. There it is. Then we also had the surf and turf deviled eggs.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, and it was a deviled
So what
egg.
makes it the turf? Just the egg?
There's candied bacon on there, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay. So there's a shrimp and candied bacon on the deviled egg, and they were pretty darn good too. But the calamari was probably better. And
is that like shrimp cocktail? That's cold shrimp.
It is cold shrimp.
Okay.
It was cold shrimp for sure. Yeah, and the candied bacon was also cold, but it was good. But it's something you could probably make at home. But the calamari was really delicious, and then, sometimes calamari is hit or miss when you go out.
Is that just a normal appetizer size? It seems like a large appetizer.
Nope, that was appetizer size, but it was gone. Like we ate that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just like, if I went there and was seeing an appetizer, I'd expect 3 maybe. That's a pretty good size for like.
Yeah, if I'm getting that for myself, I'm not eating 3 whole eggs.
Yeah.
While sitting at the table.
Oh, we ate it. We ate all of it.
Absolutely.
We were gonna, we were
I was
gonna-
going to say 6 seems
I'm here
like
for the
a
eggs.
little much. Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, you're definitely sitting in the lounge in the corner. We're going to put you behind it. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Now that I say it out loud, that's probably what they said about me at the time, man. That's why I was in the lounge.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Turn the
funny.
lights down.
I mean, get this guy downstairs.
He's the egg guy.
Oh, my God. He strikes again.
The picture makes them look really large, but they were just average size eggs. I mean, you can see there's a little candle holder there. I mean, just for perspective, they do look huge, but it was just a regular size egg.
Yeah.
With shrimp on top.
So
Very yummy.
which one do you have next? I have a couple pictures.
So I have a burrata. We have
Okay,
a burrata
yeah.
salad that has a fig balsamic glaze on it.
Oh, okay.
They didn't make the burrata there, but it was still really good. It was covered with microgreens and a little dressing, and that
There's heirloom tomatoes underneath.
heirloom tomatoes on the bottom. It was very good. It was a very small portion. But after the calamari and then the shrimp, deviled eggs, you're getting to the burrata. Now we're just like hoping we're going to have room for dinner.
We see burrata everywhere on menus now. I feel like
Love it.
I love it. It's
I'm
super
using
good.
burrata
It's
right
having a
now,
moment.
man.
Yeah.
It's having-
It's too
having-
good.
It's definitely having a moment. I mean, so we split that in half and we shared that as well. But then we still had space, so we moved on to the butternut squash ravioli,
Okay.
which was covered with pieces of
Yes.
fried Brussels sprout.
Okay. Yes, I have it up.
Sweet and salty
Are
almond
there? Oh,
slices.
it's almond. Okay.
Almond slices, and it had a little bit of sauce on it, but they were very good too. I don't know if that's seasonal or not. I'm expecting that probably it is, but it was really
Did you
good.
say they were butternut squash? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Butternut squash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say pierogi? Ravioli?
No, ravioli.
No, you said it. I just missed it.
I'm thinking pierogi now for some reason. But yeah, ravioli and with the little almond slices on top, and you can see the little shreds of Brussels sprout too, and it has a little butter sauce to go with that.
So was the butternut squash like the actual in part of the ravioli, or was it just the filling?
Yes, it was the stuffed with the butternut squash puree.
So just the filling.
It was the filling.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but very, very good. Very seasonal. It's something you would expect to see in a nice restaurant, this time of year. But it was very delicious. And then we also had the seared tuna.
I have that up for everybody watching
Okay,
now.
so the seared tuna, it had like a Asian spices on it. It had a soy glaze, and it was crusted with sesame seeds and poppy seeds, and then it was just lightly cooked on each side. So it was mostly raw.
There's a little bit of green on the side. Is that wasabi or something like that? What's the
It
green
came
in
with
there?
it came with pickled ginger.
Oh, is that what? Well, yeah.
There might be wasabi on there too.
Okay. When it comes up for everybody, just see the.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of pesto sauce. I'm thinking like a little
Oh,
bit
okay.
of
Okay.
an
That's
olive
probably what
oil
it
ish
is.
sauce, and that was ginger.
Yeah.
The pink is the ginger at the end, and then again that plate was empty. She's like, "Are you guys going to need a to-go box?" We're like, "Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're going to finish this," and we did. We finished everything on the table, and it was very good.
That
and
looks
they're of course
delicious.
known there for their fish and their fish dishes, so we were expecting this to be amazing, and it was.
I love tuna. Yeah. That looks so good. And it probably, not that I wouldn't eat it later, but it's not going to be the same.
It definitely wouldn't be the same.
It's not to go.
I was gonna say I would not eat that later.
So we also had truffle fries while we were there. I know, which were also gone. But yeah, like I said, everything there was amazing. We were looking forward to it. It met all of our expectations, and we would definitely go back again. Just people keeping in mind that that's a little bit more expensive than places I would normally talk about. But it was worth it. It was worth a night out.
Every time I've been there, it's been delicious, and they have really good cocktails there. I had one of the best. I had a basil martini there. That was one of the best ones I've ever had.
I did have a martini as well.
Good. It pairs well, man.
Or two, or two, or three. So yeah, very good.
Now this month, Michelle, you have kind of how you would plan your day in the Strip.
Yeah, so I mean, I love going to the Strip District, especially this time of year. There's football games. There's lots of people coming into town as tourists. It's hustle bustle. The shops down there are getting in specialty items for Christmas and for the holidays for baking. So I love to go down there, but it's kind of intimidating if you think about it. And a lot of people don't go just because they don't know where to start. They don't even maybe know where the Strip District is, and they don't know where to park. Maybe they don't know where to visit when they're down there. So, so I start my day early when I go to the Strip District. Early, because parking does get a little bit confusing down there, but you just have to be patient, maybe drive around the block a couple times, because the closer you get to the heart of the Strip District where all the shops are, the more expensive parking is going to be. Yeah. And that's because they know the tourists are going to pay it because they don't know where to go. So just drive around the block a couple times until you can find street parking or a smaller lot that's less expensive. Yeah. So this time, there's lots of places to eat down there for breakfast. So I started at Dianoia's, which is way down on 26th Street. But other places you could go is Cafe Raymond, DeLuca's Diner, Kelly O's. All of those have really great breakfast options. The later in the morning you go, the longer the line's going to be. Dianoia's does a wonderful Sunday brunch, but on Saturdays they do counter service. So you can just walk in, you order simple breakfast sandwich or tea or coffee. You can still get a cocktail, and then they bring it to your table. So I ordered their breakfast sandwich, which was double egg, cheese, and I added prosciutto because why not?
Oh, okay.
If you can add prosciutto, then you can. And then I had tea, a really strong black tea, because I knew I was going to need the caffeine to make it through that morning with all the tourists and stuff, because the Steeler game was last weekend, or over the weekend. So I had a nice strong black tea with this breakfast sandwich. And then I'm going to not lie, I did move my car after this, and I went down to a lot that was a little bit closer to the center because I didn't want to walk the 3 blocks. But technically, the Strip District is from block 11 to block 33.
Okay.
So that's considered the Strip District.
So then you have your tea there, and now it looks like there's a pastry of some kind?
Oh, so they also have a small counter there that has some desserts, and they have a pastry chef. So I did walk out of there with a couple Italian wedding cookies.
Oh, okay,
so good. Lemony, nice icing, very good. And they didn't make it very far, so maybe just like a block down. They made it to about a block, and then I ate those as well. So, but I needed the energy to make it the extra block to do my shopping.
That's a smart move. That's what I was saying a couple weeks ago about getting fast food. Like, I will get my food, and then I will get my car ride home food separate.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to dig into the fries that I want when I get home. I need something. Some nuggets and fry on my way home
to power you.
Yeah, I can't drive 2 minutes without eating.
Of course not. Swallow that bag.
Who would want to do that?
I also want to add in that I do take my own bag when I go, like a giant beach bag, so I can put all my goodies in the bag, so I don't when I'm carrying them down the road. So I drove down a couple blocks and I parked in a lot that was on 24th Street, and it's right across from the Asian Market and caddy corner to the S&D Polish Deli. And it's only $10 to park there. But I got there early enough that I got a good spot and I didn't have to worry about getting out.
Did you park there all day?
It's by the hour, so I was only there for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So I parked there until I had my cocktails later. I didn't have to see But so right down from then, I will start walking down Penn Avenue towards the lower level streets, and that's when I start shopping. So, and there's so much to shop down there. So once you start walking, you're going to see.
Oh, you know what? I have Sam Book next.
Okay, there's all kinds of vendors and shop. Yeah, that's where I end up stopping for my snack.
Okay. I mean, we can do the other one first.
No, that's okay. We can do that because we're going to shop down to Sam Buck, which is a couple blocks down, and it's an Asian specialty store. They have awesome house-made kimchi in there. They've got sauces. They've got cooking supplies. But on the sidewalk, there's this little old lady and her husband that have a grill that make the best Asian food right there on the sidewalk. They make these wonderful mung bean pancakes, which are spicy. I want to say Korean, but Asian pancake. And they also do chicken on a stick. They grill it there, and then you can have hot sauce. Okay. You can have barbecue sauce. I pick barbecue sauce because the pancake is so hot. So I pick one pancake for home, and I take one pancake for the walk to Woolies, which is on the next block down. So I munch my pancake.
So that's the chicken there?
That's the chicken, and that's with barbecue sauce on there, or you can get hot sauce. And I actually get 4 skewers. You're only looking at 2 of them, but I get 4 because I want to take the other 2 home, and I'll have them for dinner that night or have them for lunch next day. And they're grilling them right there, so it's super fresh, and they're always delicious, and they're always really well cooked and really juicy as well.
Chicken thigh they use for that?
Chicken thigh.
Chicken thigh, I was saying this. I love the chicken thigh. I think that's the most underrated piece.
I love chicken thigh. I mean,
sandwich.
Everything. Yeah.
Or even a lot of people have the chicken wings. You get the chicken thigh, go out, and they have it like where I am at Rochester Hollywood Gardens. They have
Hollywood Gardens.
Oh, you know Hollywood.
Legendary.
Yeah, man.
Go there. Yeah, their thigh special.
Their thighs are so
incredible.
good. Yeah.
Big
Somebody's
shout,
like, yeah.
big shout out to Davey back there in the fucking in the.
Is he there now?
No, not
I was
Davey.
gonna
I'm sorry, Jeffy. Big shout out to Jeffy.
Frank, who owns it. Frank's the man. Too.
Definitely Frank.
They're all awesome.
Jeffy
That's
cooking
worth
and
the drive right there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's where I was just saying I moved. I'm like 5 minutes away from there now, so I got to go there more often. Although they're open the same hours I work. So
I was gonna say.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I know it's like a really nice thing. They don't have TVs in there. They just play really cool music. They have craft beer.
Just a chill
he
spot.
gets beer from everywhere on tap, and then he has the local beers too. They
It's
have really
where
nice food.
everybody wants to go, but not everybody can go.
But they're open from like 5 to 9.
right,
or
and
whatever.
it's only
Like-
from like Thursday to Saturday. or
Right. So
something.
it's such a
So,
tight window.
right, but that's what kind of makes it the fucking shit.
Well,
You
that's
know
what we
I
were
mean?
saying as
Like-
well, and I'm sure Dave can attest to this. Like, or Michelle even. When you're that good of a chef, you just like decide when you want to work, kind
Right.
You write your
And
own.
people,
Yeah,
people
like
come in.
this is what I want to serve tonight. This is when I'm open. Come or don't. I don't care.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how well that's working out for Jeffy, but
It seems to be busy every time I'm in there.
Yeah.
So, which is good. Yeah.
But Michelle, I want to talk about this one last time before. You said this was a pancake or exactly
It's a
what is
pancake.
this?
It's a mung bean pancake. There's some vegetables in there. Maybe some onions were in there. Some green onions definitely in there.
Oh.
Yeah. But in,
Stallion gang.
yeah, in general, it was a pancake, and it's nice and dense and thick, but super spicy, which is probably from the mung bean paste. But very delicious. Like I said, I take one while I'm walking, and then I take the other one home and heat it up. It would go really well with some. If you're sensitive to spice, it might go really well with some yogurt or sour cream or something to cool it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're definitely going to be on fire. You're going to want to get some cocktails after that.
Yeah,
Very
just you saying green onions. You sold me on that, Dave. I love a green onion. We every time Michelle comes on,
the
something
green onion
comes back to
conversation.
green onions every single time. They're so good. I'd eat them on anything.
Anything.
Now you said you were doing the shopping.
Yeah, so I mean, there's so much shopping in the strip, and I just want to emphasize to everybody: there's so many shops. I mean, there's locally owned shops, there's liquor shops, there's bakeries, there's coffee places. I mean, there's half a dozen places alone that sell T-shirts, Pittsburgh paraphernalia, and jackets, and things like that. There's a store down there now called Love Pittsburgh that sells locally made goods that are Pittsburgh related. You can't go wrong. So it's now a good time to take your pancake. Do some shopping, buy some Christmas presents. Your family's coming in; they're gonna want to go to Permanis later. Get them all a Steelers shirt to go, back downtown to the Strip District.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
Absolutely. And this is even you were saying last week or last month about like stuff to do with people coming in for the holidays, and this is another one. Just
So I take my brother and his wife every year down here around. We'll probably go down the day after Thanksgiving, and we'll start at one end and we'll go to the other end. This is Grandpa Joe's candy shop. It's so large. It's huge. It has everything from things you remember from when you were younger to things I've never heard of. But it's just amazing. Very, very good. All those stores down there. A lot of fun.
Michelle, you said Grandpa Joe, and I have to touch on this while it's on my mind. We did the least favorite movie character rankings. Okay, Dave, we did this, and I for the first like year or so, or for a couple months, I asked all the people that came on who their least favorite movie character was. Not just like an awful character, but like somebody who bothered you. And the winner of the entire thing was Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka.
Yeah, he's
And-
a real piece of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't walk. Can't walk.
Fucking jump up for a golden ticket.
Get out of here. Do something.
My dick.
Easy,
He gets him in trouble.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Grandpa Joe, everything would have been great.
You're right.
Fuck
Charlie
Grandpa
would have just
Joe.
followed the line.
Right through.
He wouldn't have been in any fan burping up stuff. Yeah.
Nope.
All the other kids, Mike TV, he was a dick.
What a
All of
selfish
them
piece of fucking
Grandpa Joe
shit.
should have got
Grandpa
thrown in
Joe.
the chocolate river.
Yeah, man, with Augustus.
Shit.
But anyway, I had a lot of hate for Jenny from Forrest Gump and stuff. But now that I
fuck that
think about
bitch
it, Grandpa Joe is worse.
He is definitely worse.
A thousand percent.
And who didn't get votes, but I'm adamant about the Wizard from The Wizard of Oz is a dick.
He's a dick too.
Okay.
It's pretty shitty.
He sent them after the Wicked Witch to get her broom, knowing she was going to kill them, essentially.
Can we please,
Okay, I'll give you a heart that I don't have.
Can we
if you go kill this unkillable creature,
Can we
they
please
did,
not
and now
forget
here you
about
go. Here's a
Rose, though?
watch.
Can we not forget about Rose though? That selfish fucking bitch.
I would blame the door.
They both could've fit.
There was
They could've fit on
fucking
that.
room.
They could've fit on
You
that door.
stupid slut.
how good
You
was
just
that?
didn't like him by the end. And we both know that. We all know that.
It was a
Fuck
clean
you.
breakup, man.
Fuck you, Rose.
For one of
have a
them.
lot of sex
Fuck
either.
you.
She's still talking about it 70 years later.
I wish they never found her little stupid fucking necklace. You know what I mean? Never gave her a fucking movie. Yeah, fucking asshole.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Suck.
Before we get too off topic,
Anyway.
Wagyu. No,
Wagyu.
no, we are going to talk about Wagyu. They look like they're like tomahawk ribeyes or
Oh yeah,
something.
so Strip District Meats is a great place down there. And
Fuck
they-
yeah, big
that
shout out
tom-
to Strip District.
Right, and I walk in there and stare at that tomahawk steak, and I drool over it, and I keep trying to find a reason to buy it. Maybe Christmas time, maybe New Year's, but
Any reason.
I looked at that.
Right.
Wait,
Saturday.
is
Saturday.
it the 46 ounce bitch?
Yes,
Is that
it
what
is.
that is?
Yep.
Yeah, we plan on running.
That's a
that.
70s right
I
now.
saw that and I was like, Wagyu, and that's only $43.
we plan on
and then it
run-
said
well,
per pound, and I was
per
like, okay,
pound,
yeah, that makes a lot more
yeah.
sense.
so that's probably a $200 steak each.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, but they sell so many different meats in there. They don't just sell like beef and chicken, but they sell a lot of exotic meats as well. So if you're interested in
Alligator,
trying
kangaroo, rabbit, turtle,
All
all,
that
the
stuff.
shit. We get that. We use Strip District meats at the hotel. That we have every option that we could ever.
Do you run them too?
We've ran turtle soup before. We don't touch the exotics so much.
I was going to
because,
ask,
like,
which
this
ones
is-
are actually pretty
That's
good?
just
Have
not
you had
our-
any that
our
you like?
crowd. I mean, I haven't gone like so far out of my comfort zone, but like bison's really fucking great.
Yeah.
Bison's really good. Elk is fucking fantastic. Turtle is not my thing because I'm like I hate the whole reptile thing.
Yeah.
Like that, we should just leave them alone. But yeah, just normal stuff.
You know the frog leg guy?
Nah,
my gosh,
man. We should
Oh, I
just
hate frog legs.
we should just leave all of the reptiles and creatures like that alone.
Frog's an amphibian, man. You can eat an amphibian.
Just leave them alone, dude. What the fuck? Like, why we gotta eat them? You know? No, they don't even look at it. Like, no. Sorry.
Anytime they're on a TV show and they eat snake or frog, they always get sick. So lizard.
It's just gross. It looks tough.
You got to
don't even have to
I feel like it's just too much work for not a lot of like. I mean, I
it's
haven't had a lot.
stupid.
Dave, have you?
It's
What's the most
fucking
exotic kind
stupid.
of food you've
So
had?
there used to be that place out towards on the way to Robinson. That's all their shtick was just weird meats.
Yeah, yeah.
What was
And
the
so
name of
they
that place?
had
Do you remember the name of it?
it was something like it was a pun on like meat butcher something.
Butcher in the Rye.
No, this was way out. This was on
Okay.
the way to Robinson, right off 376, where like Mediterra kind of used
Okay.
to be.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I think it's now just a bar, but it's down from Settlers Ridge.
That would be the best bar name. Just a bar.
If we lived anywhere but the United States, that place probably would have done well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We love our cow, our chicken, our whitefish, and
Yeah.
that's about that.
They had a deer steak and they had elk loin, and I think it was bison, or it might have been another kind of mammal.
Yeah.
Just like
Strictly mammal for
yeah.
Cheech.
It was like ground up, and it
Some
was really
fish.
good. And you can taste the different gaminess in each of the elements. But I love weird food. Like I love like chicken liver mousse. I love just like fish eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
Fish. I'll eat it all.
What's the fish? I've seen people eat fish eyeball on what was it? Alone on Netflix or whatever. Yeah, I don't see it like in a restaurant as much. So I'm sure it's like one of the delicacies.
Whole
but
fish,
what
yeah.
is
You're-
it?
You're not
You're
just
eating the
getting
whole
just
thing.
eyeballs.
Yeah.
You get whole fish.
Yeah.
And then they got the jowl. Obviously, best part of any cut of any animal is going to be the cheek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pork cheek, fish
Yeah.
cheek.
Oh yeah.
and then the eyeball, it's got a different texture, unique flavor. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody.
I wouldn't even. No.
So what?
man, I'm
What
out.
is what
I don't
is
think
the
I could
texture though?
I
Is
would
it
try
melts.
it
Is
once.
is it creamy almost?
It is
or?
creamy.
Yeah.
It melts.
Is
It's
it-
very
it-
salinity,
See, I would think it
very
was
salty.
Is it like
briny.
comparable to like something like foie gras?
No. Foie gras is far more like mouth flavorful. This is like softer, like almost oystery kind of.
Okay,
So you get that
oystery.
kind of
Okay.
after
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the ocean water
Okay,
of the oyster.
yeah.
It's kinda like
I'm
that.
still out. That doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't,
I'm only
like,
asking
make
them
me
so I
feel
never
any
have to
better,
try
but,
it.
It's a
like,
unique experience. So when you say like the taste that you remember, when you're
Yeah.
like, man, that is a flavor.
Shit's fucking
I'm not going to
gross.
get anything else ever.
fucking.
It's different. It's different. Yeah.
I had
But
cow's
like
tongue.
different in a good way, or like just
Yeah.
different for the sake of being different.
I'm not going to a restaurant and be like, I need fish eyes.
Yeah, okay,
30
okay.
fish eyes.
Right on. No, that's okay.
But
Cool.
I would do that
Right
for
on.
like pork cheek.
No,
would do that.
I heard
Like
that.
jowl.
And I would do it once to get the fucking experience.
Right.
But, okay. I wanted to see if you were like, yeah, like I need this shit.
No, I don't
or
need
like,
it. It's
okay,
an experience.
gotcha.
It's one of those things where you're like, nothing I've ever eaten. You know how the people
Is
say it
like
tastes like
that
chicken?
before.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
No,
Not
it
even
doesn't.
close. Not even close. The opposite of chicken. Yeah.
I think eyeballs are a hard no for me.
Yeah.
So
that's
that what's
I mean,
worse? Is there like a crunch inside? Like,
You
isn't
do get like it's
Yeah.
got like a little bit of a. But hey, you ever eat whole fish? You get some crunch of the bones sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
Absolutely.
picturing like
Comes
I'm
along
eating a
with
retina right now, or like a fucking cone or whatever.
You don't
it's
see
not.
it, like, taking the hand and like put it in your mouth and bite down.
almost
You said you ate a whole fish, Dave.
I almost imagine eyeballs being like boba.
Yeah, a little
Like,
bit.
you know what I mean?
But
Like
it's
that kind of
less-
like
yeah,
that
texture.
that texture.
The
Yeah,
gelatinous,
yeah.
but it's less of that.
Right on.
But talking about, tongue, like deli,
Yeah.
those kind of meats, I love that stuff.
I think, I had cow's tongue,
Never
and I
had tongue, but I want to.
If you like corned beef pastrami,
I do, yeah.
you would love tongue.
Is it prepared like the same way?
Exactly.
Most
Pickled,
times, at
smoked,
least,
and
yeah.
then sliced super thin.
Nice.
oh, that sounds way better than.
Oh, did you actually just like eat like a tongue?
Gave me like a piece of a tongue, and I just ate it.
Oh, that sounds kind of gross. Maybe not.
I think it didn't have. I think it was like peeled or whatever. You take like the layer of the tongue,
Yeah.
and then it was just like the meat in the tongue.
Who'd you get it from?
Dude, I don't. It sounds really shady now that I'm saying it, man.
Did you get it from Chef Brian, bro?
I did it.
No.
No.
Okay, all right. Well, then
I got it from a line cook.
probably. Stay the fuck away from that, bro.
Dude, he was an older line cook, though.
It doesn't make any difference, man. A line cook's a fucking
The
line
more I'm
cook,
saying
bro.
it, the more I'm
Hey,
agreeing
you're
with
digging-
everything you're saying.
Oh, deeper and deeper. 6 feet underground is way better than 6 feet above. Oh shit,
Although whatever he gave me probably couldn't be much worse than saying it's cow's tongue. Like,
dude! It could have been anything.
yeah.
Did you ever
Could've
hear
been
about that
anything.
calamari
It's human
pork
meat.
butthole?
No.
Yeah, on NPR they did a bit where it's just like people are selling calamari in boxes, but it's just pork ate, it's pig ate.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And there's
Sick,
no way
dude.
to know. The NPR story is amazing.
Well,
And does
then
it taste the same?
They say it's the same texture, same flavor.
No need to even.
I'm in the yeah.
need to even talk about
Like
it.
when KFC's like they're pigeons, I'm like
Yeah.
they're good. Yeah.
Exactly. Just keep that to yourself. Nobody needs to know.
eat that
Just
pig's
use
ass.
it. You got a $16 fucking a pound case of calamari. You got a $7 pound case of this pork asshole. Guess what I'm fucking picking?
That's what they should put on the menu. Here's an appetizer of calamari that's $24, and here's an appetizer of calamari in quotes that's $8. Eat what you'd like.
Guess what? I'm putting them both on the menu,
Yeah.
but I'm keeping 30 pounds of the pork asshole in the walk-in.
That's what you're
got
gonna go
5
through, man.
pounds of the calamari back here.
All right, we're gonna digress too much from Michelle. Michelle is still here talking about the best things in the strip.
They are pretty darn good. And
Yeah,
the
go
exotic
get your
meats and
pork
stuff, so
asshole,
make a
your
trip through there.
calamari, your cow tongue, yeah, all down the strip and
man.
strip district meats.
There you go.
Drop Spike leaves.
Next we have Holy's Fish Market.
So Woolies Fish Market is one of the oldest markets in Pittsburgh. They've actually dated all the way back to 1912, but they are in their location here in the Strip District since 1959.
Oh, okay.
So, you can do anything in Woolies. They've expanded many
So
times.
wait, they've been open since 1912.
Yeah, but they were in Market Square, which
Oh,
is
okay,
now,
okay.
which is now where Market Square was. There was a trading area there. They made a park out of it, and so they left that area and went down. I think they had one other location before they went to the Strip District. But the place has expanded over time, so it's not just a fish place. I mean, they've got chicken and they've got beef. It's a whole grocery store. They have a really nice produce section as well. But what some people don't realize is they have a really awesome hot food line and a place to sit upstairs. So because I was already done with my pancake, I took a trip right upstairs and I got myself a 1.5 pound cod fried sandwich on a nice Mancini roll. And that you can eat it right there inside the building. So I don't know if you have that picture of the fish.
The fish sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah, bring that up next.
So
that,
delicious.
yeah, that's the picture of the whole market.
So,
and
I
the
think
fish
we've had this
sandwich
discussion before. I'm not a huge fried fish fan or fish in general, but every once in a while you just crave that church, fish fry taste, and that's
It is. That's you need the fish that's way too big
Yep.
for the bun.
And that's exactly what this
You get
is.
a
So nice,
foot-long
fancy-
piece of cod
Yeah.
on a 6-inch bun.
It's a half a pound of cod. It's a half a pound of fish. So it was a whole fish plank, and then he took another half and he like threw it on top there. Yeah, he
I like
measured
that
it.
it's way too big for the bun, so let's give you another piece of fish.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Like, how the fuck, dude? It's
I
so
think that
dumb.
piece of fish on top looks like it came off the end. Did it come off the end?
no, it was a whole different
Oh,
piece
okay.
of fish. So there was another whole plank of fish, and he broke it in half, and he put it on the scale, and they weighed it. So it's a half-pound sandwich.
They do it by weight.
They do it by weight. But it was delicious. They also sell fried chicken on the hot bar. They've got some other things as well. Vegetables, not really, but mostly fried stuff. Shrimp po' boys and other things like that right there on the bar. So I had my fish sandwich while I was like recouping my finances from all the shopping I had done.
Yeah.
And then after when I was done with that, I just moved right along to get dessert.
I have one more. I have your live oysters.
Okay, yep. You can also buy live oysters there. I was just giving it like a montage of things you can buy there, but they do have the live oysters. They have live fish there as well as like I said, chicken, produce, anything that you want to make your dinner. You can get there.
Are the chickens live?
No, the chickens are not live.
Oh, damn.
They were at one point.
They were at one point. They actually. It's funny you asked because that's how they started. So way back.
They're
when,
actually pork anus.
They're actually.
I don't know if you know that. Yeah.
but when they originally opened back in 1912, they did have live chickens in the store.
Nice.
In the original spot.
Did you buy the chicken still alive, or did
that was
did
many
you
moons
have
ago.
to kill it? Did they kill it for you?
That's a good
Was
question.
it an option? I mean, shit.
That's a good question. I'm guessing they just gave you the chicken. I mean, if you're
Pay an extra
coming through to
$5,
get a
you get
chicken,
to kill it there. They clean it up after you.
give a little neck crack going there. Take some feathers out for you. So I went.
They give you a BB gun.
Yeah, just a little. There
you go.
Like the old folks used to do it. Just whack their head off the thing. So I ended up at Enrico's.
Anyway.
There you go. We'll make that into a reel.
Which one?
Cheech trying to do a chicken sound and then dying, I guess. I don't know.
Chicken, a
Have
dying
you ever
chicken.
seen a chicken before?
I do. No. Listen, my buddy. Quick side note. My one buddy that I work with actually does have a chicken. I hang out at his house pretty regularly. Yeah. His girlfriend named their chicken City, and he named the chicken Breakfast. So it's City Breakfast. Yeah. No, but it's a lovely chicken. She's wonderful. She's great.
Like a city chicken, like the kind you eat.
Yeah. No, exactly. That was the play on the joke there. Yeah.
So what is this place, Michelle?
So
Enrico?
Biscotti Company, this is a wonderful Italian bakery that's down the Strip District, and they make all their own biscotti. They make 1,000 pounds of biscotti a day.
Wow.
They make different flavors. They have it dipped in chocolate, dipped in other things. They have it with nuts. They also make Italian pastries, which you can see there. You have to walk out of there. You can buy it a la carte, so you can buy it. See the jars on top there. You can buy it by the piece, or you can buy it by the bag if you don't want to wait for them to bag it up for you. But it's always amazing, and they hand mold all of it.
I like that somebody's in there like, give me all this, but I don't have time for a bag.
I've always seen that place, but I've never been there while they were open.
They were making wonderful. While I was there, they were pulling bread out of the oven.
Yeah.
What's the bread that has all the nuts and stuff? The one that has the raisins and the little tiny one with the paper.
What right there?
Yeah, on the right.
This one?
Anyways, it's like a holiday type bread and has raisins in it and nuts and stuff like that. And they were pulling those out of the oven while I was there, and it was amazing smelling. The whole place smelled amazing. So yeah, you have to stop there on the way. And I did walk out of there with a dozen biscotti with different flavors, and they're great with coffee and tea and the cocktails later.
Yeah, they all look so good.
So that was really my last shopping stop in the Strip District. I mean, there's still so many stores and cafes that we didn't talk about at all. So anyone's walking up and down the street. So I ended my day at Luke Woolley's Alaskan Grill.
I've not heard of this. From the drinks that you showed me, they look incredible.
So it's a pretty good place. I mean, you can make a reservation there on Yelp, or I'm not on Yelp, on Open Table, but you really don't have to walk in. But I gave myself, pat on the back and said I had a good shopping day and got myself a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
And I got the 2 Cajun shrimp with a candied bacon. Wow. And there's Pittsburgh pickles in there and some olives. It's a meal all by itself, but I still went further and bought myself some extra shrimp. So I had a shrimp cocktail. And I did want to give an example. They do have another Bloody Mary where they put a whole soft shell fried crab on it.
Mm-hmm. I have that one coming
and
up next.
there's no upcharge for that, of course. I did swipe that picture from internet because I don't like soft shell crab.
Yeah.
But they do bring it to you just like that with little eyeballs. Which I think is super cute. I mean, you can add shrimp to that or add more bacon if you want to.
Do they have like an a la carte menu where you can just add things to the Bloody Mary?
Well, the choices were shrimp, candied bacon, or the crab. So those were.
Well, that's what we were saying in one of the previous shows. I can't remember if Michelle was on, but like, they just have like rotisserie chickens on like it's like a Bloody Mary.
I think it's
and
absurd.
here's like here's a
no
cake.
fucking sense.
I love it. I love
I'm
it.
sorry.
I love it on top.
No, I
It's just a Bloody
I'm
Mary with like
anti-
this rod in it that holds like
I'm
pastries and like.
anti that shit. Man.
That's the
Like,
Instagram
I'm
thing
so
with, like,
anti.
the milkshake with
Yeah.
a piece of cake on
I'm
top.
anti that
You
shit
can't eat
too.
that.
No,
No one's eating
no,
that.
make it,
You can take
make
a really
no.
good picture though.
You can take a good picture, then you got to disassemble it.
Right,
Put it
and
on
so
the
that's
side.
the thing that pisses me off.
And you
Like,
can't
fuck
grab the
that
cup
shit.
because it's covered in shit.
If you can't eat it out of the picture, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Next
Welcome
time
to
I'll take a
Flavor
picture of how I.
Hey, this is Pete Morris, and you're listening.
Nice. Thanks,
guys.
Pete.
Nice.
Pete's checking in and just make sure everyone's still listening.
2 crows, 1 slit.
Yeah, there we go. You got to listen
Welcome
to the
back
previous
to
show.
2 crows, 1 slit.
We have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going to say
did,
this
like
is
I said,
that.
I did have the munchies. I had walked on another whole block since I'd
That
eaten.
looks good.
So I did get a shrimp cocktail, and the shrimp there are amazing. And it's a very solid restaurant there for the Strip District, Luke Woolley's Alaskan.
Are they affiliated with Woolley's Fish Market? They are?
Sun, yeah.
Is it, okay. It sounds like the Sun. I don't know.
It would make sense.
Luke sounds like a son name. I don't know why.
Yeah, it does.
No
Always
one's
does.
dad's name's Luke. I don't. It doesn't seem
Wait,
right. I
Luke
don't
is your
know.
father. Wait,
That's not a real thing. I mean,
Luke, I'm your father.
right? He's the son. That proves my point. I walk. Yeah, there we go. The defense rests.
Darth Vader actually owns the restaurant.
Okay, that makes sense.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader Woolley. I knew it the whole time.
That's so funny. Well, that's my day at Strip District. So I mean, that's how I spend my day. It's going to be different every week or every time I go because I might be craving something else. But in general, that's a pretty good guide to get started. You walk down one side, you cross the
Come
street,
back
came
the
right
other.
back up, go back to your car.
Yeah. It's the best
Yeah.
way to experience it,
yeah.
the strip. Yeah.
I love the strip.
I do too.
I need to stop down there more. I've only been there a handful of times. I feel like I need to.
If you like pepperoni rolls, best pepperoni roll.
Sinceres.
Sinceres.
Oh,
pepperoni
the
roll.
atomic
best.
pepperoni roll.
Even if you got like no money to spend, right? Like, listen, I went through a fear. Like, I'm a fucking chef, man. We don't fucking make no goddamn money. I took some time off, like
There's
maybe,
the chefs,
maybe 2 years,
the chefs that make money, and then,
and
no
then
one
there's
else.
everybody else that doesn't make anything.
And they make money because their names on like it's their restaurant too mostly.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I went to the strip. I used to go to the strip really regularly, and I have a few film cameras, one of which works. And I would just park on one end of the strip, and I'd walk all the way up and take pictures of people the whole way up, and then walk back down, take pictures of people
Right.
the whole way down. And then I was done. The strip is a great place to go, whether you got $100 in your pocket or fucking nothing. At all.
there was
it's
music-
a fun place to be.
And there was live music on both sides of the street.
Yeah,
people,
always,
And I don't even know if they're
always.
supposed to be there, but people were playing the tuba.
Well, who
you know?
knows? Even the homeless people are
Right.
fucking entertaining to watch.
Exactly.
You know? Fuck.
Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah.
place to visit for sure.
Love that place.
I feel like it would be easier for me right now to find an apartment than to find a tuba.
Probably, yeah.
Like, how do you find the brass section?
I don't know, man.
Where do you keep it on the
live
streets,
in-
man?
You live in Beaver County now, right? Got a New Brighton Music. They probably got something. They
Yeah.
probably got
Folk
something
wines
for
still
you.
around? Are
Oh
they
my
still
God.
a thing? You remember those?
I remember because when I was in third grade or whatever,
you
you
had
had
to
to
go
rent.
get the
We had to
violin.
rent something from Volkwines,
Yeah.
and I was like, just going with the recorder, man. I'd love to have a sax or a clarinet from Volkwines, but my parents can't swing the whatever.
Just give me the whatever you
Yeah,
got.
just give me the recorder so I can
clearance.
play Three Blind Mice poorly for the rest of my life.
I don't even need the case. Just throw it at me in a bag.
Absolutely. Left hand on top. I remember that forever. Stupid. Michelle, thank you for letting. Is there one you're looking forward to for the next month?
Well, there's actually two. So
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to all the Christmas pop-up bars that are starting.
Yes.
I know there's a few down on Market Square. I know there's one on Liberty. So I'm looking forward to that. And also have a reservation for the Parlor Lord Dim Sum, which is Roger Ill's new restaurant that opened down in Lawrenceville. I have a reservation coming up in a couple weeks for that. So I'm really looking forward to having some dim sum, which is like little dumplings and.
Yeah, it looks. I've never had it myself, but I've seen pictures of them, and I've been meaning to. I would love to try it sometime. But thank you again for all the pictures. You always take such good pictures, and you're so insightful and formal, I guess. I didn't mean to sound like
informative. Is that the word you were looking
No,
for?
but no.
Informative. No,
Insightful
No?
was the word, and informative. Yeah, good call. That is what I was going for.
Yeah.
But either way, the pictures are great. The food looks great. And definitely follow Michelle at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls or Pittsburgh_Foodie_Girls_.
Exactly.
For all of her awesome pictures.
Underscore.
Yeah. It's just underscore. It's underscore and then typed out underscore and then underscore.
Another underscore after that.
And then in parentheses is underscore.
I'm taking that right now. I bet you it's taken.
And
I'll
then at the
be
very end,
__1.
And then at the very end, it's PGS Foodie Girls.
But let's go. I want to talk to Dave a little bit before we wrap. Actually, we have to talk about stuff to do in Pittsburgh before we wrap it up. But I want to talk to Dave first, and then we'll briefly touch on stuff to do in Pittsburgh. But Dave, you have another season of Played at Pittsburgh out. I've watched. I don't know if I've seen all of them or just 2 out of the. Are there 3 out right now?
I think there's either 4 or 5 out.
Okay, then I've seen 3 out of the 4 or whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm a slacker. I really
suck,
do.
dude.
I love it. Yeah.
God damn
What a piece of shit.
What are you fucking
It would be awesome if Dave just got up and left. All you do is see the camera on the side.
You got life, bro.
Yeah.
You can't sit around watching it over
You
and
got
over again.
kids. God damn it, and a job. Fuck.
No, I really appreciate it.
I still made time to watch 3 out of 4, Cheech. Don't it?
I'm just joking.
But no,
man.
it's awesome because I always love Chopped, and like I don't cook, but I love the restaurant. Like I love being in it. I like the business behind it, and I'm more of a front of the house bartender kind of thing. I like that.
bitch.
Okay. That's what they say when they can't swing it in the front. Like they can't speak to a human being.
No, it's fine.
Go right in the back,
tables.
man.
I talk to tables every day. It's fine.
Yeah, no,
it's fine. Everything's fine.
I can heat up fucking chicken anus, man. You're not anything special.
It's pork anus.
Whatever it is, man.
You stupid.
It's calamari as far as you're concerned. That's right. But
If
anyway.
it can save us a few bucks, then fuck yeah. Just kidding.
Just put everything on your menu in quotes, and then it can be whatever you want.
I love
That's
that.
our form of calamari.
I love it. I love it.
Why is your salad in quotes? That's just okay.
It's vegetables. Just order it.
The menu is just meat or vegetables.
It may or may not have these things in the description. I don't know.
We're gonna free ball. But anyway, Dave, the next season or the second season's out now. How has that been going? And I've noticed you have a few different judges this time, a few different stops you've gone to. So how did you plan that out, and how's that go?
Yeah, second season they came to us and they were just like, let's do this, let's get this out. So we shot it last spring. We did like 2 episodes back to back, and then we did 5 days in a row where it was just nothing but 12-hour days shooting.
Yeah.
From dusk till dawn, and it was amazing. I loved it. And to get it turned around so fast just shows that Very Local is like so behind this show.
Yeah,
It's
really.
so cool for them to be just like, this is the Pittsburgh cooking show. This is what it's all about.
So from the beginning of from the episode in a day, is it from the beginning of the day to the end? You only have 1 day. They're only there 1 day. So okay. So they start the day in a food market, like a farmer's market, a local one, typically. And then how's the day go from there? They have how much
we meet
time?
at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
I meet the chefs. We walk around the market, see as folks are setting up. And then probably around like 8:30, we'll start shooting. So I'll welcome people to the market. Then I introduce the chefs, and the chefs already kind of know the lay of the land.
Yeah.
And then we tell them what the ingredients are, what the theme of the day is.
Yeah.
The 3 ingredients they got to grab. And then they have 15 minutes in real time to go around the entire market, grab whatever they need. They have $100 to spend to get all the ingredients, everything that they need to cook a 3-course meal, appetizer, entree, and a dessert. So we're there all morning, probably till like 11:30. They do their shopping. We come back, we get the shots in, and then I say there's like a surprise. So this season, we kind of changed it up a bit. So now there's a surprise back at the kitchen. Go back to the kitchen, and then this is like a break for lunch in the middle of the day. We meet back at like 1:30. Get back to the kitchen. They set up all their stuff. They whatever, like kind of oils or flour, salt, pepper, anything they need is provided. All the utensils, all the bowls.
So there's just like a base level of
exactly super
things.
base level. Yeah. So they get all that stuff together, all their ingredients, all the stuff they bought from the market, all set up on their station, and then I introduce them. I introduce the judges. We had Emily Catalano from Good Food Pittsburgh.
Okay.
She was on every episode.
As a judge. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
co-judge.
what that is. Okay.
She was awesome. Yeah, very cool to talk to.
Right.
And really informed. And then we had Chef Claudia Pierre.
Okay.
He came back season 1 champion.
Right.
The entrepreneur, as he calls himself.
I like that.
He'd bring that energy. And he's on almost every episode except for 2. I don't think any of them have aired yet. But he was on. Yeah, he had scheduling conflicts, unfortunately. We couldn't get him for 2 episodes. So we brought back Kelsey Kogel from season 1. So she's another judge.
Okay.
Out. And then we had the 2 chefs there. I introduced them. We talk. We get our shots, our pickups, and then I'll take my seat at that judging table. 45 minutes.
Yeah.
They cook everything, start to finish, and it is just nonstop. 3 cameras running around, and like 1 on us as the judges, 2 on the chefs. Each chef gets their own camera, and we'll shoot, and then we'll break, and they got to take the food.
Yeah.
And they got to do the beauty shots.
Yeah.
Then we get to eat afterwards. So a little behind the scenes there. You don't eat hot food.
Yeah.
It's
I was
been
just
sitting.
going to ask you that.
Yeah, it's been sitting for a while because they want to get the beauty shots.
Do we do a heat lamp or how's that go?
Sometimes.
Because you don't want to mess the food up too much. How often? Because I'll say that I'm watching MasterChef or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're the 8th person they had come up and they want to taste this medium rare steak or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's been resting for a while. It's been
That
doing all
shit's
that.
mid-well. It's been
Like
sitting,
it's either going to be warm and overcooked at that point, or it's not going to be warm.
or cold
Yeah.
and overcooked.
Yeah.
Either way.
I don't know how they balance it out on theirs, but we eat ours pretty much cold.
Yeah.
Like the things have been sitting.
So I
All
gotta
the
ask you.
flavors.
You said what, 3-course meal?
Mm-hmm.
So
Appetizer, entree, dessert.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have to do an appetizer, and entree, dessert every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you throw in, I remember the one episode was the fun guy.
Oh yeah, do a little pun. I'm a fun guy, and then they had to use mushrooms.
So you
So
do
what,
that,
you get like a surprise ingredient.
Exactly, a surprise ingredient. Yeah, every episode.
and then you go in. So some of it is like, we want to do this. The Pittsburgh, you get extra kind of like points for making it Pittsburgh themed.
They're judged on creativity, presentation, and taste. And then that spirit of Pittsburgh goes into that creativity and
like a
presentation
wild
points.
card kind
It's
of
like
thing.
that wild card, right?
So
It could put you over the top. Like, it's a tiebreaker kind
So
of thing.
I heard you say earlier you pick ingredients for for these folks. Yeah. How many ingredients do you pick?
3. So they have to use 3 ingredients. from the
So
market.
those 3 ingredients are those. I mean, are you choosing the protein for these people? Are you
Sometimes,
choosing...
yeah, like we have bacon one episode, but never the main protein.
Okay, yeah,
Never, like, you gotta use
that's
chicken.
what I was asking.
Yeah.
Like, are
If-
you picking the main
If
protein?
it's protein, then we say like meat from this farm.
Yeah.
You gotta use.
Yeah.
Reptile or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta use-
Fuck that
yeah.
shit. I'll walk off the stage right there. Cook your own reptile, you fucking asshole.
Oh, man.
But we like
Keep
to-
these
yeah.
turtles alive.
We like to leave it up to the chefs to kind of be
Yeah,
creative
no,
and
that's
build their own menu.
Yeah, no, that's good to have something to have like a basis outline to have an actual competition. So it's not like too out of the, this is a pie and this
Right,
is an
we're forcing
appetizer.
you.
Yeah, it has to be in the same category, but also make it your own.
I appreciate that.
And I think what's really cool about the show is that the chef gets their little tomato trophy, so they have that victory, but also they're playing for charity. So it's like when you watch it, you're pulling for everyone, kind of, because it's like no one really loses.
What charity do you guys use?
Every single episode is a new charity. Each chef personally picks what charity they want, and then the show makes a donation.
Oh, that's
to the
fucking
charity.
sweet.
I
Fuck
love
yeah.
it so much because what
That's
it does,
awesome.
every episode you're introduced to 2 new chefs, so 2 new places you got to try in the city, 2 new charities, places you can donate to.
So
and then you meet us.
The charity only gets money if that person wins. Yeah.
So you get a 50% chance to get the.
Well,
the
get me on, because I need to get Big Brother, Big Sister, and Beaver Caddy some motherfucking money.
We'll be cast
More than $1,500.
We get picked up
what
for
I'm
season
saying.
3. Yeah,
Well, fuck
be
yeah.
cast.
Reach out.
Absolutely, for sure.
Let's go,
It'd be
Cheech,
amazing.
man.
Yeah, let's get you on there.
Got to.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to come on.
Yeah, but where did you say you did it?
So we shoot markets all over the city. We did Woolies this year. We went to Lotus this year. We went to back to Squirrel Hill Farmers Market. Back to Mount Lebanon Farmers Market. But just all over, it was great. And then we cook at the Pittsburgh Technical College, which is out in like Cannonsburg. On the way to Greensburg. And it's just a great skills kitchen they have for a culinary school. I don't think there's any other culinary schools with open kitchens in the area left. But Pittsburgh Technical Colleges, they let us use the space over the weekends and then during that week. So it was great. They're awesome there.
Yeah.
And the kitchen is gorgeous. It's like a chop kitchen.
I was going to say, it's a nice space. I was surprised. When you see that, I thought like you'd have to come in with your own kitchen and set everything up your own way.
Yeah.
The fact that it already exists and people get to cook on that, that's really, really cool.
It's cool.
Giant grill, broiler. I'm sorry.
It does. It looks like a chopped kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole thing is super professional. It really is. It's really cool. And I definitely recommend anybody to check that out. And it is cool to see the cooking thing. But like we were saying, it's cool to see different areas in Pittsburgh. Like the people watching this, you could go to this restaurant where these people are cooking. You could go to this farmer's market or whatever. And, it's cool to expand your horizons in your own city.
Absolutely. And I love that it's so accessible too, because those ingredients they're picking up are ingredients you could just be in line to grab. Fresh carrots, fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, fresh protein.
You're going to your local market
For all
and picking
these
it out.
people know they were behind that chef in that farmer's market at one time.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So I definitely recommend people check that out. Dave, where can people find that?
So it's on the very local app. You can download that on the Amazon Fire Stick, Roku. It's on mobile now, but the very local app. It's 100% free. You can access it anywhere in the world, which I love too. You just enter in what market you want because it's owned by Hearst.
Yeah.
So they own TAE. So you enter in Pittsburgh.
Right.
But if you want to see Boston, New Orleans. They're all over, and they have just amazing shows all over the place. Everyone's got their own local shows too, and they're also talking about taking Plate It and doing it in other cities. So taking
cool.
kind of the framework we set up, Plate It Pittsburgh, and doing like Plate It Sacramento, doing like Plate It.
So
Madison.
right now it's only played at Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And they want to start expanding it out, and I love it. And
Fuck
so
yeah.
like End Day in the Berg
Right.
is on there, and the Drinking Partners.
Yeah.
That show is doing gangbusters, and they want to keep doing more shows like that. So they want to take like this. Pittsburgh's really the target market. They say if it does well here, it can do well anywhere. So we're proving it to them. Like, we've got heart. We've got good food. We're more than just fries on a sandwich. Look at like cultures. Look at what we bring.
Pittsburgh ends up in the top 50 in the world every year.
Yeah.
Every single year.
Yeah.
So
We're so lucky.
that's like all that we have is food and alcohol. That's pretty much all that we have.
And bridges. We got a lot of bridges.
Yeah, a whole hell of a lot of bridges.
A bunch of bad things that happen to buses randomly.
Well, that's only been within the past few years, but maybe we can make that our next new.
It started when Jerome Bettis fumbled in Indy, man.
Oh fuck! Let's not.
That's when it all started, man.
Yeah, no fucking.
Roethlisberger made the tackle and Vanderjagt missed the kick.
God damn it!
And
Why
the rest
are you
is
bringing
history.
this up?
They won the Super Bowl that year, man.
I know, but it's emotional.
Okay.
I don't want to be emotional.
I'm sorry, Cheech. Cheech, before we wrap everything up, we have to touch on this stuff doing Pittsburgh.
I was just gonna.
So let's
suggest
play
maybe
that,
you add
and then we're
that,
gonna
like,
briefly
later
touch on it.
But heard that. Ready?
Let's just do it now.
Hey everyone, it is Liz from Stuff to Do in Pittsburgh, and we're back again this week to give you some of the best events happening in Pittsburgh this weekend. Now, it is finally time for all these holiday events to come through. We have a ton of fun, festive events happening this weekend. Starting with the number one that everyone's looking forward to is Light Up Night. This is happening on Saturday. You can enjoy the People's Gas Holiday Market, which opens the 18th, by the way, on Friday. But the official Light Up Night is happening on Saturday. And don't forget to head to the ice skating rink too. Now, if you still want to enjoy Light Up Night, but you're not keen on the big crowds, we can suggest going to Light Up Night at Siena Mercado. This is an event by Devin Colbank. It is going to be up top on El Tito, which is their rooftop bar. So you get amazing views of the city. You can get holiday-themed drinks, free admission, and we hear that there is going to be a firework display as well. Now, if you still want to see the holiday lights, but kind of don't want to be near the city, don't worry. Kennywood holiday lights kick off this weekend as well. There's over 2 million twinkling holiday lights. You can enjoy some food, get some warm hot chocolate, explore the park. We still have a ton more events too. If you want to enjoy those as well, just head to our weekend guide for info and tickets on all these events and more. Have a great weekend, guys.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful women from Stuff to Do in Pittsburgh.
And Shay.
We have Liz this week. Liz killed it, man. Every week, these ladies get better at doing it, man. They're smooth.
Smooth is
smooth.
Yeah,
fucking Keith Smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what you're talking.
That's from a Coors Light commercial in like 2010.
I should have known, man.
Yeah, you should have, but
Him and Spuds McKenzie.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a more dated reference.
If you're not down with that, I've got two.
Yeah, good job.
Chug it.
We missed that for the beers earlier, but it's fine, Cheech.
Well, we were talking about beer, so I said chug it. But
No, we're good. I just thought that we missed it earlier.
We definitely did.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's
Cheech.
okay.
Fix
Cheech.
it in post.
Let me tell you how much effort I'm going to give in post.
Yeah.
Does it have audio and video? Don't care. Done. If you asked me 8 months ago, I would have been like, okay, I got to do this, and this. Now I will edit it live. What doesn't make it, doesn't make it, man. The audio format will be pristine. I promise that. This is just for, the people said, I'd watch it if they had one. I won't listen to it, but I'll watch it. You're a liar. Okay?
yeah.
You're a liar.
No
Okay?
one's watching.
I know who's watching right now, and you're not my mom.
Hell yeah.
I'm kidding. My mom doesn't watch this.
Fuck Cheech.
Cheech, out of these light up events, I guess they're all light up events. Which ones?
Fuck them all.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a fan of light up night whatsoever.
Yeah. Have you gone to light up night ever?
I've gone to every light up
You've gone to every light up night
in the area. I've gone to Pittsburgh.
Do you go to multiple light up nights?
No. I'm talking about in my lifetime.
I was going to say, for someone who hates it, you go to quite a few.
I hate it because I've been to them all, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've been to Pittsburgh's, been to Swickley's, been to Beavers. It all sucks. I've been there to enjoy it, quote unquote. It sucked. I've been there to work those. They sucked. It's all just not fun.
I'm with you. I
bad.
think that's a great event for other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like being around a bunch of people. And the idea that I
just-
have to park and then unpark and drive.
It's dumb, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Yes.
At least
it's fun
downtown.
while you're
You gotta-
walking around and you're with your people and you're like, oh, that's pretty. And then you go to leave and it takes you 3 hours to leave the city and then another hour to get from the city to your house. Fuck that.
Okay. Well, you could go to Beaver Swickley, like you just said. You can find your local one.
Okay, so if you live in Bridgewater and go to the Beaver one, you're still going to be in traffic for an hour before you leave. Fuck that.
So we're going to go to the Kennywood one.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Well, let's talk about that one.
These two were much more fuck light up.
No, I would never go downtown for sure. But I mean, the Kennywood light up night.
Yeah, the Kennywood looks one. Jeez, Kennywood one looks cool.
So they got a couple
Try
different
leaving
things
the
going on.
Kennywood one. Tell me how it
Kennywood
goes.
was. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't say to end. You leave before it's
What are the
over.
chances there's going to be another shooting?
Right.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely.
gosh.
That's always what I tell myself when something bad happens. I was like, what are the statistic likelihood that it's going to happen again today?
I can tell you that when we went a couple weeks ago for the Phantom Fall Fest, the security was really high.
Yeah.
It was really high.
Well, yeah, because what was it? One person got shot
Yeah.
a few weeks ago or months ago at this point, maybe.
Yeah. So it was pretty high. They were restricting bags coming in and stuff
Well,
like
that's
that.
good.
But we're
That
looking,
makes me
we're
feel
looking
better.
forward to the lights at Kennywood.
To be fair, if you don't want to get shot, don't go near McKeesport. So
Also a very good point. Or McKees Rocks or Homestead or,
Northside.
Homewood or
Different kind of
Northside or
go on the
Hazelwood
Jackrabbit
or-
and then get carjacked. It's awesome.
Yeah, just don't go anywhere in Pittsburgh, actually, if you don't get
If you don't want to get shot, stay home.
The
Just-
only
just
racing
stay
I
at
do
your
is
house.
to my car in a zigzag line. Yeah, man, I'm not taking. Bye. But I feel like every time we have the stuff to do in Pittsburgh, they have such great events, and then we just shit
we
on
just
them.
rip on them.
Yeah,
I think
they
that's
do
our,
it great.
our
it's
thing, you know?
just the light up events because me personally, I hate parades.
I just
don't go to
don't
parade.
like
Like
them.
I don't want to. It's just too many people. I don't like it. I understand. Like you said, I've been to one. I get it. I don't need
get
to-
the fun.
I like taking the
experience,
kids
whatever.
maybe one time.
But
There
also,
you-
like,
okay.
dude, in all fairness,
Too many
like,
people.
I have worked the past every light up night in my adult life. You know what I mean? Like, I went to them as I was a kid, and I worked in these different places, like, as we had them, and they are just always hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the only real experience that I have with them. I had them when I was younger, like, fun, quote unquote, experiences, but they weren't anything to make me like, yeah, let's fucking go, you know? Yeah. And then working all these ones the past like 6-7 years just makes me hate them.
Of course, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So it's a me thing, man. I'll admit it.
This
you
year,
know?
take it off.
No,
Take a vacation.
I can't do
All
that,
right,
my
never mind.
friend. I
Never
can't.
mind.
If I wasn't the boss, like
There's
maybe.
no off
Yeah,
switch
but,
on the
like,
Cheech trade.
No, I'm just like
Choo-choo.
if I call off, that looks real bad. You know what I mean? I can't do
But
that.
hopefully, it sucks less this year for you.
Doubtful.
That's all you can wish for, man.
I thank you for
That
your
was sweet.
hopefulness.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
I have no expectations of anything being good, other than being drunk by like 8 o'clock, maybe. Yeah.
AM or PM?
Both.
AM.
Play it right.
I got to get drunk beforehand
Yeah.
to make this okay this year.
I gotcha. Well, just get hammered and go to Kennywood for light up night. There you go. You're done. And then you can get lit up on your way to a car.
You're already lit.
Fucking A.
There you go. All right. Cheech, it's always wonderful to
Chris.
see your smiling face, man.
You as well.
Michelle, as always, thank you for coming on. Thank you for, I always like the topics you do, and I think that's a cool one to break it up a little bit from like the top of whatever to this is my day here, hit these spots. And I think that was really cool.
Yeah,
And you always
I
do such
agree.
a good job.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I love coming in, talking to you guys.
Hell yeah.
And your
Hold on.
pictures are great.
Shay needs to.
Yeah, what does Shay think about Michelle? Or
There be
think
something
about?
good. Pick something good.
Hell yeah.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
There we go.
That's right.
Hell no.
Hello.
There we go. I feel
We,
like she's
we
there.
just got to play some of her funny ones. That's all.
And then everybody, well, check out Michelle at Pittsburgh _ at, wait, geez. You say it, Michelle.
At Pittsburgh _foodie _girls _
There we are. And Dave, where can everybody find you?
David the Gastronome on Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely. Check him out. Check out his show on Very Local.
Yeah, play to Pittsburgh. New episodes dropping every Thursday.
Oh,
So
yeah.
another new one this week until December.
I got to
12th.
catch up so Dave doesn't think I'm a massive piece of
you're
shit.
great. You're great. And you can watch them anytime. Catch up on season 1 and season
You're
2.
a massive piece of shit, Chris. Guys.
I know, Cheech. It is what it is, man. I
love
can't
you.
make Light Up Night and see Very Local and do everything else, man.
God, I
and
wish you
edit the
could.
video.
I wish you could.
So, yeah.
Fuck you. I'm doing video next week. Fuck you.
I can't do it all,
I'm
man.
doing it.
All right. Cheech,
Chris.
for Michelle, for Dave, for the beautiful Cheech, I'm Chris.
All I'm going to say is I'm so happy
Yeah.
that I was allowed to be part of your day.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We hope you had a good time. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the show to catch the latest episodes and share with your friends. We can't promise not to embarrass you. And if you just can't get enough, follow us on Instagram at Poor Man's Podcast 412, Twitter at Poor Man's Pod 412, and Facebook. This is Pittsburgh's own Poor Man's Podcast signing off. See you next week.